Jacksonville Jaguars fans, welcome into Duval Daily presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLuga. Thanks so much for tuning in here Wednesday, July 30th. Have a bonus third episode today for y'all. Travis Hunter, his rookie Madden rating was revealed for Madden NFL 26. And yes, he is the top rookie in the class. Excited to get into this, take a look at his stats and kind of the specific stats. So if you're into that, stick along with me here and we're going to roll through it. So really appreciate y'all being here once again. If you enjoy the content here, please like and subscribe. All Jags, all the time. Going to go ahead and share my screen with y'all. And we will take a look. So Travis Hunter is an 84 overall. Top rookie in Madden. Ashton Jeanty comes in at number 2, 83 overall. Makes a fair amount of sense. I do think Travis Hunter probably should have or deserved to have more separation than the next rookie because based on my personal evaluation, he was by far the best rookie in this class and it wasn't even close. I do think Ashton Jeanty was the second best, so that makes sense, but I digress. He's an 84 overall, which, that's a pretty damn good grade for a rookie. I got to admit, you can't be too mad about that. So we're going to look at his stats here today, just have a little bit of fun. Travis Hunter. His archetype is Monto Man, cornerback. Is that supposed to be Macho Man? I have no idea. Am I missing something? Oh, man to man. There's just missing a space here. Okay. Man to man cornerback. That's interesting. I wouldn't put that as his archetype necessarily. I think he's going to be a very good man coverage corner, but I think he's actually better in zone, where he can have his eyes in the backfield and on the receiver at the same time, break on the football, make people look silly, bait them into throws. But let's look at some general statistics here. His speed is a 93 overall, acceleration 94. I think that's on par. I don't think he's like a 99, 97, 98 type of speed guy. I don't think he's like 4.3, but I do think he's in the low 4.4s for sure. I think that acceleration being a little bit better than speed makes sense because he is just incredibly explosive with these micro movements. Strength at 61. Probably very fair at this point, quite honestly. Agility, he can play bigger than what his strength would suggest, though. So keep that in mind. Agility at 95, very fair. That's an elite score. And he is extremely agile. Again, those micro movements, explosiveness, quickness, agility, it's all there in a big way. Putting his awareness at 78 overall is interesting. I mean, for a rookie, I think that's probably a very good score. I think that would be something that could continue to rise because I do think his awareness, as he becomes more and more familiar with the playbook, with how NFL teams are going to attack him on defense, with how NFL teams are going to attack him as a receiver, defend him as a receiver, I do think his awareness will get higher. He's a very smart football player. And as he gains more experience, I think his awareness can definitely get a lot higher. Jumping 96, that absolutely makes sense there. Injury 88, yeah, I mean, despite being smaller at 6'1", 188 pounds, you haven't seen much of that so far. Knock on wood, obviously, but hasn't been an issue, major issue for him. His stamina, 99 overall. Yeah, stamina should be his best trait because quite honestly, it's insane. He can run all freaking day on both sides of the ball. You've seen it consistently. Toughness at 93. Yeah, very, very tough football player. We'll look at defense and receiving now. His tackling at a 68, it's unproven at the NFL level, so I understand that. I would probably have rated it a little bit higher based on his college tape. Then you have power moves and finesse moves. That's for pass rushers, I believe. Block shedding, again, more for pass rushers than anything else. Obviously, you do need to shed some blocks in space against corners and things of that nature, but I think that he'll probably be able to get that block shedding stat up a little bit. Pursuit 77 overall, probably should be higher. I've seen him chase down plays from across the field. I've seen him come downhill. I've seen him, obviously close on the ball incredibly quickly. Play recognition, similar to awareness, I think can definitely rise up more experience he gets. 82 in man coverage, 84 in zone coverage. Why do we have a man-to-man archetype with a zone coverage with a player that's got a better zone coverage rating. I don't know, but it is what it is. I think he'll be really good in both. So that's fair. Hit power at 71, that's fair. Press at 80, I think that's fair. Looking at his receiving, his catching is at 85. Spectacular catch, 86. I think those both need to be higher, much higher. Honestly, I really do. Catching traffic in 82 probably should be higher. Route running at 84, I think makes sense. He still does have some nuance to develop as a route runner. You see short route running 84, medium route running 82, deep route running 83. That's all fine. Release at 80. I agree that of his receiving traits, probably the release is what can be worked on the most. Does that concern me at all for his NFL projection? No, because they're going to move him around a ton. They're going to develop that release package, so not a big deal there. As a ball carrier, carrying 70, that's basically just your ability to not fumble the ball. I think that's probably fine. Probably should be higher overall, but not a big deal. Break tackle 76. That's pretty good. Trucking at 50. Yeah, I mean, he's not running people over. Change of direction and ball carrier vision. Those are both very strong stats for him, and those are strong traits for him in real life. So we're seeing a lot of pretty accurate ratings here from the Madden Raider adjusters, whoever does that. Stiff arm 59. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be able to use his strength very often as an asset as a ball carrier. Spin move though, 82. Yes, very good. 86 juke move, very good. Break sack. Hopefully he's not having to do that very often in the NFL. And, so those are his main traits. Kick return, we've got a 78. Obviously, you shouldn't be worrying about kick power, kick accuracy. His blocking ability, you do have a 58 impact blocking. He will be asked to block for the Jaguars, but I think that that's largely an unproven part of his game so far. He just hasn't had to do that much prior to getting to Jacksonville. But in a Liam Cohen offense, there will be times certainly where he's asked to block for screens, for short passes, for run plays, all that stuff. And then the throw power, passing ability, again, not really very important. But I think that this is a very fair place to put Travis Hunter. And it's almost surprising that some of his stats are as high as they are. Usually when I'm looking at Jaguars players, I'm like, why is this stat so low? But with these ratings, I feel that Madden really hit the nail on the head with a lot of this stuff. I do think, again, that the awareness and play recognition are two things that can improve greatly just based on him playing more and them seeing him play more. I think that for a rookie, they're both probably pretty high stats, but he's an incredibly smart and aware player. So I think that those will continue to grow. I think that his catching could certainly be a little bit higher, but 85 is nothing to be really upset about. So can't really get too frustrated there. But just wanted to take y'all through this, have a little fun. Don't look at Madden very often, but Travis Hunter being the top-rated rookie in Madden is pretty awesome. Take y'all back here to these rookies. Again, Ashton Genty at 83, Abdul Carter at 81, Mason Graham at 80. I think all these things are adding up. Jalen Walker at 79. I think that's a little high for him. But, yeah, nothing too crazy for the most part. I think Tyler Booker should be higher. But, yeah. Just scrolling through some of these rookies for y'all. There's Bashal Tootin at 75. That's a pretty good rating for him. He's probably going to be real difficult to deal with in Madden. 95 speed rating, 90 agility. Yeah, he's just going to be tough to catch. So Jaguars could be a lot of fun in Madden this year. I think they will be. Travis Hunter, Bashal Tootin added to the offense. Again, specifically just from Madden ratings and how they can apply to that game. Their speed is going to be a lot of fun. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the content here, please like and subscribe. Y'all have a good one.